This small town wants to attract more immigrants and refugees because its population has been plummeting for decades.
There's no reason to stay.
Empty houses, empty shops, more deaths and births. Greenock's #1 problem is a lack of people.
It's a ghost town. There's nothing to do.
So what's going on? Why are people leaving? And will its plans actually work? Some of your strategy is to attract refugees and immigrants into this community. How would you say that's been going?
I think it's been going well.
It's a lovely place. We have a lot of lovely people around. Before you know what is going on, everything in Greenock will change because the people would like to come in.
Like many high streets, Greenock is struggling. There are too many Turkish barbers, charity shops, vape shops. But here's something you wouldn't have seen here even 5 years ago, an African food shop.
We have our own spicy, we have our own plantain, we have our own bread, we have gari.
Christiana's store opened in May, looking to take advantage of an increasing number of Africans choosing to live here, many while studying or working in Glasgow, 40 minutes down the road. How do you find Scotland?
Scotland people are lovely, let me say that, they are lovely.
Have you noticed more and more Africans coming to Greenock?
Yes, more Africans are relocating to Greenock, I think because of the work. When there is opportunity for the immigrants to work, definitely immigrants will come in. Taxis will come in, everything will come in, and everybody will be happy.
One of the shop's customers is Sunday, who's followed his wife to Greenock. She came here on a visa for skilled workers, known as sponsorship. Like many recent arrivals, both of them work in healthcare. Do you like Greenock?
Yeah, very well. We have a lot of friendly people. They are so friendly.
This local council, they are thinking of trying to attract more immigrants, more refugees into the town. What do you think?
A lot of immigrants, they need a sponsorship to stay. So if the local council can quickly do that to provide a job with sponsorship, before you know what is going on, everything in Greenock will change because the people would like to come in.
Didn't you stay in Greenock?
Yeah, I don't, because everything we need, I think we are getting it here.
In case you're wondering, we're here in Inverclyde in the west of Scotland. Once a proud shipbuilding town with a bustling high street, Greenock is now one of the most deprived parts of the country. Since 1981, the population here has fallen by about 22,000. It stabilised last year. That was because of immigration. But even accounting for that, they reckon that over the next 20 years, the population will fall by about another 10,000. The challenges Greenock faces may be reflected across the country in the decades to come. The birth rate across the UK is falling. Growing the number of young families then is important, but many told us they felt forgotten.
I remember being young and having so much shops, different events on kind of every weekend, and I struggle to find stuff to do with my wee boy. It's like a ghost town.
It's like a ghost town?
It's a ghost town.
Are there jobs for you to do around here?
No. Just now I'm currently unemployed and I'm struggling to find jobs that suit childcare and also myself.
Does that depress you, that you can't get a job in your own town?
You look at the scenery and stuff, like Greenock could have so much going for it and it's got nothing.
You hear about that lack of jobs everywhere, with good reason. There's absolutely nothing in there. But there's an alarm going off. There's nobody around to switch it off though. This used to be an Amazon fulfillment centre and it closed in 2023 with a loss of around 300 jobs. And that is part of a bigger story here. In recent years, around 1,500 jobs have been lost in this local area. Go even further back in time and the situation becomes even worse. If you're wondering why there's a blue handrail in the woods, and the answer is over this way. It is a pathway to a disused railway station, and this is where workers used to get on and get off who worked at a nearby factory, IBM Semiconductors, and they used to employ 5,000 people in their heyday, well-paying jobs. But a few years ago, the factory was closed. The site has been razed to the ground. The jobs have never come back. As the jobs have gone, so have the people. The situation has become so dire that Inverclyde Council has launched a repopulation strategy. It includes increasing apprenticeships and helping people start businesses. When it comes to migrants and refugees, what they are saying is that they have developed what they call an anti-racist school curriculum, and they're also going to put on English lessons for people who move here. The idea being that they don't just come here, but that they actually help them to integrate. Everyone we spoke to said Greenock was open to all, but many felt bringing in new people simply wasn't sustainable.
My daughter has moved out the area. My two sons, they've had to leave the area to get a job. Why bring someone in new when the people are leaving? Because there is no industry. One of the other clubs that I play table tennis at, there was a couple of immigrant boys that came and played. They've now left. One went to Manchester, one went to Birmingham.
Not only is the population falling, those still here are ageing. This local church runs a flourishing community hub with table tennis and a cafe. All have fond memories of the town they once knew.
When we were young, you could go in the town and it was just so busy. Clothes shops, shoe shops, the kilt makers.
Is it depressing to go to Greenock now?
Yes, yes, very depressing.
The man whose job it is to change this area's fortune is the local council leader Stephen McCabe, part of the Scottish Labour Party.
What we need to do is, on a greater scale, is to try and attract more companies into the area, and we won't do that ourselves. We're a relatively small council. We really need the support of the Scottish Government, the UK Government. Everything we do, in a sense, is about stabilising the population, building good quality houses, building good quality schools, trying to deliver good quality community facilities, good leisure facilities.
Some of your strategy is to attract refugees and immigrants into this community. How would you say that's been going?
I think it's been going well. People see Inverclyde as a welcoming place.
Talk to some people in the town and you can get an undercurrent that there's an uncomfortableness with the speed of change.
You're right, there is an undercurrent. We've been allocated probably a disproportionate share of the asylum seekers. So the reality is there are issues, but our health service today relies on people who've come from abroad. Refugees bring ambition to this area. I think they'll bring children to this area.
There have been tensions, a planned attack on a mosque last year, this protest outside an hotel housing asylum seekers this summer, but those here say they're isolated events. Refugees have come here from many places: Ukraine, Afghanistan, Iraq, Iran and Syria, like Mo. He arrived in 2018 alongside his mother and 5 of his siblings. After studying hard, he now works as a gym instructor.
It was a wee bit hard to adapt to and get used to environment and language, because when I first got here I couldn't speak English at all. But there was always people there for me to give me all the support.
And how welcoming were the people of Greenock?
When we first actually got here, it was very, very impressive, the fact that people never looked at us as a different human being or anything of that.
One of the council's ideas is to encourage more immigrants to come to Greenock.
Okay.
What would you say?
It's good sometimes to have different culture, get new skills from their home to here, like new business ideas, new way to solve problems or all that stuff.
Mo sees potential in Greenock, and he's not the only one.
There's the door just there, the kind of pinky red door.
Most see this as a crumbling eyesore. Derek, however, sees it as a magnet for young people. He plans to turn this former sugar refinery into a skills hub.
So it'll be science, technology, engineering, arts and maths. We're going to have like 3D printers, robotic arms, space in there for theatre productions, cultural events, that type of thing. But first we need to fix the building.
Derek estimates the work will cost £5 million, which he's confident of getting. And once it's transformed, he sees a thriving hub full of young people who won't want to leave.
If you feel part of something, you're more likely to stay.
Where do you get the energy and that sense that the future is better for Greenock tomorrow than it was yesterday?
Because I've met so many people who live in Inverclyde who think the same thing and who are working towards the same thing.
That hope is not unfounded. Greenock has beautiful views, a friendly community and an example of a flourishing town right on its doorstep. About 15 minutes down the road from Greenock, and the high street here in Greenock is thriving. There are shops, there are restaurants, there are cafes. The place feels busy and alive. And what local residents here are saying is that this is because they have fought for this high street to be the way it is, and that some of that fighting spirit needs to be transferred to Greenock too.
I love Greenock. I'm very passionate about it. It's a great place to live, great place to grow up. Schools are great.
19-year-old Matthew is very switched on locally, a former member of the Scottish Youth Parliament with a different vision for this area.
One of my frustrations has been that we feel as if there must be jobs here in the town. I don't think that's necessarily true. For example, you can live in Greenock or Greenock and commute very easily to Glasgow on the train, as I do for university. A lot of people now work from home, so if we accepted that the jobs are in Glasgow and our focus should be on public services and ensuring that we have a nice environment for people to live, then I think we would be much more successful.
Greenock faces an almighty challenge. There's a falling birth rate, emptying businesses, and for better or worse, stricter UK-wide migration controls. What it does have is passionate locals keen for the area to thrive. It just needs more of them.